What is up, boyos? It is Water Buffalo Man here, and I'm back for more Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle. Alright, so what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be showcasing the Super Saiyan Trunks Future Sword of Hope, the original, I think 70% Super Lead is what he was. Yeah, the original 70% Super Lead back in the day, with his counterpart being the merged Zamasu, the Extreme Tech. So we're going to be showcasing this man on a 200% team to see if he's still viable in today's meta.
Let's do this.
We're taking him into Infinite Dragon Ball history against the versus Trunks. I couldn't see it from my phone. It's slightly blocked behind my mic diffuser, so it doesn't make it as staticky. And we're going to try him and see how well he fares. I don't think he's going to do too well, to be honest with you, because he is a nuker style of unit. So before getting any key spheres, he's sitting at 116,000 attack and 56k defense. So how he works: changes STR key spheres to INT key spheres, attack and defense at 20% per key sphere obtained. Randomly changes key spheres of a certain type, INT and STR excluded, to rainbow when there's a Realm of Gods category enemy, which we will not have that happen during this event at all, so it's not really a huge issue. But attacks effective against all types when he gets 7 or more. Right here is 6, right there is 6. So let's just give him 6 straight key spheres and see what his attack stat looks like afterwards. 358,000. I couldn't see his defense because of the way it fell, but we need to get him on rotation with his perfect counterpart, which would be the Tech Trunks that just EZA'd. Once he transforms into a Super Saiyan, they are a 7-for-7 link team, so we'll see how they actually fare together. So this fight isn't planned on going long, because of the fact that the Trunks might not be suitable for this event. If he's not suitable for this event, he's not suitable for any other kind of difficult content at all. Not saying this content is difficult by any means, but he probably won't be suitable for anything else either, is what I'm kind of getting at here. I'm hoping the unit's still a little bit viable. I've got a few other units I got lined up I want to test and see if they're still viable in the meta now. One of them actually just released about a year ago that I think isn't even viable. I ran him on my own a few times off screen, and I didn't have great times with him, so I don't know if he's actually going to be viable or to run in this meta now. So I think that might be something that really needs to be addressed. And he's one of the 170 leads that's like 130 and then 170 just 2 stats. So he should still be decent, seeing as he just came out a year ago, but he actually is pretty low in terms of overall usability and capabilities for the what's the word I want to use? Situations? Yeah, for the situations at hand. He's not terrible per se, but he's not ideally the best. So we'll put it that's the kindest way to put it, and not just completely ragging on the unit. So as you can see, we're running the Mai. We're going to try to get her on rotation with this guy at some point, just to see if her 50% support will actually help. So maybe that'll make him a little bit more usable, but we'll go from there. And as you guys already probably saw, there's a lot of showcases out on the Future Gohan as well as the Trunks that just came out, so don't expect really one of them from me. I'll use them on like Red Zone events and things of that nature, but I won't be doing specific showcases because everybody else has done those same things. I'll give you my same amount of input on the units in just my normal Red Zone challenges and things of that nature, but I probably won't be doing ideally individual showcases on the units. I see almost no point with the fact that there's probably 10 to 15 to 20 different videos covering the same exact subject in the same exact scenarios. Alright, so here's the ideal rotation that we could have. And we have an ideal amount of key spheres, so that's perfect. So, with himself, linked up with himself, Trunks and Trunks, they share 7 links, all 7. He has 59k defense, almost 60, and 133,000 attack. Not terrible. He's getting 8 key spheres. Let's see what he goes up to. 20% per key sphere, by the way. He's sitting at 486,677 attack and about 153,000 defense, which is actually pretty bad. I'm wondering if we get supered here, if it'll do over 300,000 to us. Ooh, perfect. Let's see. 160k defense. We got supered. Okay, like we got stunned supered, I mean, for 220,000. So, again, not ideally the best situation. So this unit, if you do plan on running him, your best bet would be probably to run him with dodge oriented, This Trunks here is actually pretty good. I know I complained about him a lot during the red zone. It's because he doesn't build up fast enough if he doesn't do multiple supers. As you saw there, he just did 2. And 2 on his first stage when he's in his base form. So he's 4 steps ahead of where he was the last time I ran him. But ideally, that INT Trunks is actually pretty subpar for this point in the game. And he already EZA'd. Oh, hang on, I got the banner. I got the page up right here. He EZA'd in 2020, he released in 2017. So that tells you how old that unit actually is. He's a 6-year-old unit who is pretty much unusable in the meta now. There's not really anything we can do for the unit to make it better. I honestly don't even think we could, I'm gonna take this real fast. I don't even think we could like feasibly use him against any difficult content if he's gonna struggle against this level of content. So let's see if I can keep. I probably should have kept those red keys. No, it wouldn't have mattered because every time we change over the red key spheres, the STR ones swap out, so it's not a huge deal. I was gonna say we should have kept those key spheres, but we'll have Mai on rotation, so hopefully her 50% will actually make a difference on the Trunks. I mean, realistically, if you can give him 25 key spheres, he probably is pretty good. But that's not a reasonable thing that'll happen every single rotation. So that's why I don't try to do those situations. I'll run supports just because that could be ran on most teams. Like you could get away with running that Mai probably in a red zone as long as you put her in a position where she doesn't get hit. Same with the STR Bulma, which everybody knows the STR Bulma is a monster. Alright, let's see. Okay, here's a lot of key spheres actually. It's kind of nice. We're going to get 10 there, 8 there. Okay, so with Mai on rotation, pre-collecting the key spheres, he's got 88,000 defense, 200,000 attack. So let's get the key spheres. Now he's looking at 655,000 attack and just over 200,000 defense. So that's where he's going to be sitting because on his super attack, he doesn't do anything to himself. He raises superclass allies attack and that is it. Nothing else in his passive comes into play other than right now he has attacks effective against all types. So with that being said, he is very, very underwhelming and subpar versus a lot of these units. I don't think he physically is able to handle any event. Let's see what he does if he gets the chance to super here. He will because he's not getting attacked. 5 mil attack stat. I mean, that attack stat is pretty decent, don't get me wrong. And because it's attacks effective against all types, he pretty much just pushed through almost 4 million, which is still pretty good. He had type advantage, so he should have done better. But his defensive stats are where I'm kind of worried, seeing as how the events have gotten drastically harder. But as you saw right there real quick, the Trunks only did 1 super, so he didn't buff his stats up enough as he should have. That's my only complaint about him, is he's too RNG reliant on his supers to raise his stats. But back on the unit at hand, I don't deem... This is the final stage right here, so we'll just finish this up really quick. I don't deem the Trunks as completely viable to... Hang on.
I will defeat you! Stop acting like a pampered baby, Gohan!
I know you've got more power in you!
Alright, so that didn't finish him off. Let's go like this. I'm not going to activate the Sword of Hope Trunks' active skill. We're going to activate the Gohans just to do extra damage so we can finish this off faster. But in my opinion, the Gohan, or not the Gohan, I'm sorry, the INT Trunks is not a viable unit for any way, shape, or form to be used during a red zone. Probably not even in Infinite Dragon Ball history. If he would have got supered first, he probably would have got demolished. Which he, I mean, pretty much did when he did get supered. He took 200,000, so that's kind of not what I wanted to see him take right there off the start. So let's see. Let's wrap this up real quick. Give me 1 second. Let's speed through this. I'm saving some stuff in the background as well, so my apologies, guys. Alright, let's see. let's go back in really quick and take a look at him as a whole. Honestly, if you're a newer player and you just like Trunks as a whole, he's a fun little unit to have on your team because you could do those nuker events where if you get all 25 key spheres and just mess with it, yeah, he might hit ridiculously high numbers. It'll give him relatively decent defense, but other than that, he is not a viable unit to run, and I would not recommend him in any way, shape, or form. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time when we show off another unit based around this timeline and see if he's a viable unit. And he's relatively newer, about 5 years newer than this unit. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.